Lightweight, lightweight, baby, lightweight. It is going lightweight. What more can we expect in this Kolkata derby? Because this is Mohun Bagan one-on-one against East Bengal. This is going to be huge because in this Indian Super League, talking about the table over here, Mohun Bagan Super Giants are at the top. The Mariners are just driving crazy, and yes, their manager Molina, who is having so much craze in the Indian Super League. But Oscar Bruson, East Bengal FC, I mean, to talk about them, what is their capability which they are showing? Because in the Indian Super League, this has been nothing proving and they have been doing nothing. What are your predictions about this game? Because for us, it is definitely the Sobuj and Maroon going to win. But this game is being held at Guwahati. I mean, so much contradictions, so much of conflict going on because of the home advantages to both the teams, as well as some of the interference which was definitely criticized. And yes, fans are definitely not looking good to have some sort of contradictions in the game of football at least. But yes, that is a different aspect. There is a poll on the chat section over there that what is the Sobuj and Maroon going to give this a big time win, or is it the Red Brigade who are going to get some kind of epic wins, or this game is going on a draw, or is it the match being abandoned? And that is the national anthem going on in the screen, and the watch links are definitely given in our Discord. The Discord links as well as our different social media links are given in the video description as well as in the channel description. For both the teams, it is McLaren who has been the top scorer for Mohun Bagan Super Giants, and it is Dimantakos, the top scorer. But talking about the lineups, let's have a look of both the teams. Oh my god, for Mohun Bagan, it is Cummings in this new year. It is Cummings who has been chosen as the player beside McLaren doing all those glories. That is definitely something which McLaren is choosing this new year. It was the likes of Stewart. I mean, no, it wasn't Stewart. Oh my god, it was Petratos. My mistake, guys. Stewart hasn't had those, I mean, playtime in his bag. It was Petratos who was chosen beside McLaren. McLaren is that steady man who has been chosen by Molina time and again, but it is now Cummings pairing up with him. I mean, in the previous game also, where Mohun Bagan had those wins against Hyderabad FC as well as in Punjab FC, it is seen that Cummings has been that option which McLaren is opting much, and Molina is preferring Cummings this new year. But on the left flanks, it is Liston, Colasso, the single man army. It is Apuya and Samad. So yes, Samad is there in the midfield. That means that it is Molina who is going for all those ferocious attacks in the first half. They are going straight. They are not just allowing parking the bus over here. It is Aldred. Let me just put this screen on off. Yes, now it looks good. It is Manveer Singh on the right wings as well as Subhashish Bose, the Indian captain, on the left backs. Aldred and Rodriguez, two of the centre back strikers for Mohun Bagan, are on the defending options. Vishal Kath, the Manuel Neuer for the Sobuj and Maroon, is that elite goalkeeper. Talking about, oh my god, what has that happened? Why is there no screen available on it? Oh my god, what has happened to this screen? Just wait a second, guys. Let me put this. Oh my god, there was some error on the screen. I had to deal with this, but finally we got this good. Finally we got this good, guys. Thank god. I thought that. Let me put this on screen. Now it looks good. Oh my god, I had some kind of disruptions on the screen, and hope now the stream is good enough. What has just happened? Let me put this on screen. Now it looks good. Yes, now the things are looking clear. Oh my god, what just happened? I just lost the connectivity somehow. But we are back now, and now it looks good. Thank god, nothing. The stream is looking fine. Yes, the point where we were, that it was Petratos who was pairing with McLaren in most of the times, but now in this new year, Molina has been preferring Cummings on the lineup with McLaren. That is what it is. And to talk about the substitutions, we have got Glenn Martins, Stewart, Sohail Ahmed Bhatt, Deepak Tangri, as well as Suryavanshi, and yes, Saurabh Bhanwala and Dipindu Biswas. The two youngsters are also there for those centre-back options, as well as Arsh Sheikh. This game is live from the Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium at Guwahati, and not being played at the Yuva Bharati Kridangan Stadium. That is definitely the talk of the town, and the whole city of Kolkata is in joy watching all the local clubs screening of the game on their screens for this epic Kolkata derby. But on the screen we can watch, yes, the national anthem is up, and anytime the game is going to begin sharp at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. On the lineups for East Bengal FC, it is Dimantokos Silva on the centre forwards, Vishnu Thomjam, Chakrabarti and Lal Sangha. They have got Yutse and Maher on the centre backs, and yes, the game has just begun. Oh my god, the Kolkata derby has begun. Lightweight. This is lightweight, baby, lightweight. Come big, boys, come big. We need some sort of good watch over this. Let me just pop out this screen over here, and yes, those of you who had the lineups on the screen can have a watch of that also. This is the lineup. It looks good. Let me just change the screen over here. Yes, it is the lineup which is on screen, and let me put this image. This one is looking good. Yeah, now it looks good. It is the lineup on screen, and yes, along with that there are also matches ongoing between Liverpool and Accrington, the FA Cup, Chelsea and Morecambe in the FA Cup, and yes, tonight it is Manchester City and Salford City. But we will be having the watch along of a different game from the Bundesliga. What a night we had the previous night, where there were the likes of Borussia Dortmund and Leverkusen. That was the derby clash in the Bundesliga. We have the Real Madrid as well as Barcelona upcoming this Sunday night. The Super Copa Hispana live it is going to be had. Oh my god, that is a goal so early. Can you just believe it? It is Jamie McLaren, the butter smooth player from the Mohun Bagan, has scored. I mean, it was just about to start. In just 1 minute 20 seconds, McLaren has scored. So good in it. ऑन कर लो, ऑन कर लो, हाँ ऑन कर लो, अब स्टेडी हो गया, ऑन कर लो. That was just 1 minute 20 seconds into this game, and everybody at my home is also excited to watch this. Oh my god, super clinical finishing just between the legs of the East Bengal goalkeeper Gill, who had nothing to do it. And at Guwahati, just look at it, the stadium is so much empty, and it is Jamie McLaren scoring so good. Can you just believe it? Jamie McLaren, you are the super god. Come to Kolkata and we will just get you uploaded, my brave boys. So Bujan Maroon won up in just 1 minute 20 seconds of the game. How many? What were our predictions? It was our predictions that definitely we are going to get those big goals out of it. And McLaren has proved it in just 1 minute of the game. Can you just believe it? It was Leverkusen scoring in those 28 seconds in the Bundesliga derby the previous night, which we were watching. And in this Kolkata derby, which is being held at Guwahati, it is Jamie McLaren scoring in just 1 minute 20 seconds. Back-to-back derby clashes and so early game on, so early goal to it. Nothing you can deny of Mohun Bagan Super Giants winning this league again. The reigning champions, they are still at the top. 15 games played, 11 wins. East Bengal FC, 15 games, 4 wins, are down to the relegation spot. But what is going to happen, the time will definitely tell. And the Sobuj and Maroon with Subhashish Bose on the left backs, all the pressure released, so much ease with the players, so much confidence, so much characters. Now they will develop and get those boosts. That is Ashish Rai. He was for Cummings. That is a block. Cummings again. Mohun Bagan are looking for Dimi Petratos, is looking back to back. Manveer Singh, oh my god, is inside the box. Can he get that shot? No, denied. The ball is off for a corner. 4 minutes 25 seconds on the watch, and it is Manveer Singh winning that corner. Oh my god. East Bengal are trailing by 1 goal. Can you just imagine it? It will be the joy of Kolkata roaring on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, with this epic win. That was a corner being taken. No header interception to it. Finally, the ball is off the pitch. Dimi Petratos trying to, it was McLaren trying to give that through ball. Just look at that recap of Ashish Rai giving that pass. What a classic through pass from Ashish Rai to Jamie McLaren. Jamie McLaren was 1-on-1 against Gill and he nailed it so good. Look at that celebration from Jamie McLaren. You can't just have enough of this Kolkata derby as long as the 90 minutes are up. Much of worries incoming. Oscar Bruzon, is he going to get something big out of it? Because Molina has got that early 1 goal advantage into it. Can the East Bengal FC come for those equalizers, or is the Sobuj and Maroon going to get those big time wins over here? Talking about the, let me just change the screen over here. Yes, it looks good. So Oscar Bruzon, can he go for those comebacks, or is it the Mohun Bagan Super Giants going for those big wins? That is a corner incoming for East Bengal. It was a beautiful gameplay inside the box of Mohun Bagan Super Giants. But much of worries incoming for East Bengal because they will definitely go to concede many goals as expected. And it was there. Rodriguez for that block. It was a Vishal Kath save. Just look at him. Vishal Kath is the Manuel Neuer. Oh my god. Vishal Kath is that offensive goalkeepers. He gives those stunts. He gives those saves. He is the man. Corner incoming. Get those interceptions, boys. Good clearance. Stewart gets that clearance. Ashish Rai clearing that ball, so good. Apuya is looking good. Apuya is looking good on the screen over here. Apuya is looking lethal. East Bengal trying to build up the pressure. They are just near hovering around the box of Mohun Bagan Super Giants. That is a throw incoming for them. Denied. Sahal getting that clearance, but not enough touch to that ball. Manveer Singh finally clearing it. McLaren chasing the ball. It is Cummings again. No, denied. Acrobatic skills being played. Chakrabarti is playing those acrobatic skills. Cummings. We are back to Rodriguez. I mean, if you talk about these two centre backs, Aldred as well as Rodriguez, they are crazy. They are crazy. Subhashish Bose again. That is a superb cross from Manveer Singh. Manveer Singh heads it into the center of the box. It was from McLaren, but McLaren was a bit late. East Bengal getting that clearance good. It is Dimantakos who is playing those deep line forwards. Silva is high up on the centre backs of Mohun Bagan. Chakrabarti orchestrating it to the left wings. But yes, East Bengal is not having that build up. They are lacking in their form. They are not doing good in this ISL season. I mean, they are lost. East Bengal are completely lost this season, but it is the Kolkata Derby. We are expecting some kind of good performance from their team. So early to this game, and that is a goal. Can we get that second goal? For my predictions, it is definitely a 3-0. One side for the Sobuj and Maroon. Clayton Silva is the player. He can cause those damages. But yes, it was a good save from Vishal Kait. Just look at that save. Clayton was there. No, that was a touch from Andred. My God, I thought Vishal Kait made that save. I thought that save was made by Vishal Kait, but no, that was a defender touch to it. Some sort of interception by Aldred or Rodriguez. Liston Colasso on the left wings. Oh my God, look at that speed from Liston Colasso. Colasso to Cummings on the edge of the box. Cummings goes for that cross. It was for Manveer Singh header, but slightly denied by Kumar. I could see that second goal incoming corner won by Tisobuj and Maroon. Look at that lofted ball from Cummings. It was straight for that header for Manveer to get it. Can you just imagine? I mean, the intensity of this game. Colasso going to take that corner. Colasso takes it, good header, but no, Gill gets a touch to it. Gill gets a touch to that fine curler from Liston Colasso. It is McLaren who is saying something to the referee or the linesman. He wants something to be interrogated. Look at that curl from Liston Colasso. I think that is another corner incoming. Yes, that is a handball. Oh my God. That is a handball inside the box. No, that isn't a handball. My mistake, guys. That isn't a handball. But yes, on the pitch, it was McLaren who took that shot and he thought that it is going to touch some sort of handball aspects into it. He was complaining to the referee. I mean, hope VAR gets included in the Indian Super. Liston Colasso! Deflection into it, but denied. Unfortunately, Liston Colasso has taken that early shot in 11 minutes, 35 seconds. That single man army in the Sobuj and Maroon from the just edge of the box, taking those right-footed curlers, getting those deflections, and yes, that wouldn't have been a save by Gill because that deflection would have just yielded to that second goal advantage for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Molina looking peace. He is in peace. No worries for him getting that early one goal. How long are we going to take for that second goal incoming? How long are we going to take that second goal incoming for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants? I am desperately waiting for it. Get it big, guys. Get it big and win that big. Huge boost for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants getting those early goals from McLaren. And yes, talking about McLaren in this season, I mean, Jamie McLaren has been doing so good. The man from the Australian lobby in the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. He has played those 13 games, 12 games he has started, and out of those 14 games ongoing, he has got those 6 goals. If you talk about the stats of the Indian Super League, I think Jamie McLaren is on the top. Jamie McLaren is on the top. No, oh my god, it is Ajare scoring so good. Jimenez, I mean, Aladdin Ajare from the North East United is at the top with 15 goals. Yes, Ajare has really good. I mean, he has done good in the first half of the season. He has done tremendously good. Jesus Jimenez with 9 goals. Armando Sadiku from FC Goa, 9 goals. I mean, these are, even Sunil Chhetri is at 9 goals. But it is the team work, the team effort from the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Their centre back pairing of Aldred as well as Rodriguez, they are also scoring. And yes, the whole team is scoring. That is what the team is at the top. That is what is required. But yes, Liston Colasso being the man, the single man army, he is doing those lethal damages so early. In just 11 minutes, Liston Colasso has taken that shot, and my money is at stake for Liston Colasso in this game that he is definitely going to score. And on Pitt and Cummings also. Jason Cummings and Liston Colasso, both of them are definitely going to score. East Bengal trailing by 1 goal in just 15 minutes of the gameplay. They are trying to have some build up, some long passes. It is for Silva. Silva is inside the box. Ashish Rai getting that interception good. No, that is a foul, and the referee has asked for a free kick. The game is going intense, guys. The game is going intense. Intense battle on the pitch. Oh my god. Look at that tackle. Look at that tackle. I mean, Yuste just gets that tackle. It was Lalsanga getting those tackle against Rodriguez. And yes, Rodriguez was down to the pitch. Getting those tackles are nasty, boys. Don't get injured. That is what is much concern, because you have to play this season whole. Clayton Silva is the man. He is, I mean, he can definitely cause those damages. He is lethal. Dimantakos, I mean, he is some sort of deep lying forward. He is from Greece. To talk about Clayton Silva, the Brazilian player in the squad, he is also definitely good. Thonojam on the defensive midfields. I mean, 23 years old from India, a definite good player at the East Bengal. Oh my god, that is Rafael Benitez on the screen. How can we just have it? No, that wasn't Rafael Benitez. It was the likes of the Northeast United, their manager, who is also watching this game. What is that happening, boys? What is that happening? Juan Pedro Benali watching this game, because this game is from Guwahati. He is having a view of the game ongoing. And to talk about Mohun Bagan Super Giants in their upcoming fixtures, they have Jamshedpur, Chennai FC, Bangalore, Mohammedan SC, Punjab, Kerala Blasters, and it is Odisha, Mumbai City on March 1. That is going to be a big clash, and it is FC Goa on the final game week, because it was against FC Goa that was a defeat, and it was against Odisha FC also. Where is that game between Odisha FC and Mohun Bagan Super Giants? And yes, Odisha FC getting those draws again, Mohun Bagan Super Giants, that is definitely. Bangalore, that was a 3-0 loss. These are the 2 losses for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. FC Goa coming to Kolkata for that last fixture in the ISL table for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. That will definitely be the last game and some sort of revenge and redemption to be taken. Talking about East Bengal, there are much worries for them. And in the fixtures, they have lost to Mumbai City in the previous game. Hyderabad, that was a draw. Jamshedpur, they got a win. That is good. East Bengal got a win over Punjab FC also. Odisha FC got that win over East Bengal. Odisha are really doing good. East Bengal getting their win against Chennai FC. Northeast United also, they got those victories. It was some sort of comeback which East Bengal started taking after October 29th. In those AFC Challenge, they got those victories over Basundhara Kings as well as Al NMH. But prior to that, this season of East Bengal was totally in losses. The season all started with their game against Bengaluru. They lost. It was a home for Bengaluru. Kerala Blasters, it was home for them. East Bengal losing to them. FC Goa also they lost. Jamshedpur also they lost. I mean, East Bengal were really trailing up to October 22nd, the previous year, in the calendars for the ISL. But after that, they got some sort of relief and some victories. But then also, talking about their starts, it is their man David Lal Sangha who is scoring those 3 goals. PB Vishnu 3 goals and Diman Takos 3 goals. That is what is just left with this such elite club from Bengal. And yes, Bengal winning those Santosh trophies, there are expectations that many players from Bengal are definitely going to come big. That is what is needed. On the other hand, there is also the game ongoing. I mean, let me just put this screen over here. It looks good. Yes, there is also the game ongoing between the clash in the FA Cup. It is Liverpool in the FA Cup round 3 and they have won it big against Accrington Stanley. Jota scoring it, Arnold, is he going to get those transfers or not? It is definitely the talk of the town. Dance as well as Chiesa. Oh my god, Liverpool has got Chiesa scoring on the sheet. That is definitely good. Chiesa making his appearances and scoring is definitely Arne Slot would have needed. And it is Chelsea and Morecambe on the FA Cup round 3 upcoming on the 8:30 p.m. IST. It is Manchester City as well as Salford City going to face. That is definitely the another watch. It is Cummings who is on to the box. That is the goal opportunity. It was Manveer Singh. Oh my god, that wasn't clinical for Manveer to get so close to the goalkeeper. What has just happened? It was Gill getting those saves. How can you believe that? Sahal with that pass to Cummings. Cummings just gets it to the Fox in the box. Oh my god, that was a big chance. That was a big opportunity. It was McLaren just clinically passing it to Manveer Singh on the opposite post, but no. Gill finally saves it, and yes, Manveer Singh would have just had to had some sort of clinical finishing in it, but it was denied. Chances are incoming for Mohun Bagan time and again. They have to just get those clinical finishings to get some sort of relief. 21 minutes into the game, no equalizers from East Bengal, but yes, they are also trying it. On the other hand, Ashish Rai getting some sort of rusty movements. That was a good save from Gill. Look at it. McLaren was so good in that through pass to Manveer. Manveer finally getting a touch to it, but yes, Gill makes a good save to it. That was a class save from Gill. East Bengal is trying to rotate the flanks at times to get those spaces, but Mohun Bagan are really doing in those defensive aspects. Ashish Rai, he has to be bit critical because it is the likes of Kumar and Silva where he has to be quite defensively strong on that defensive aspects. Liston Colasso on the wings. Sahal. Sahal is dribbling. He is doing good. That is a miss pass from Sahal. Manveer Singh looking bit dried up because a miss pass would have definitely caused some sort of boost which is needed for him, and yes, he has to come strong in the upcoming minutes. In the first half, Manveer Singh finally getting those wins. He is for McLaren, but it is Yuste who got that interception good. Yuste got that block really good. Hector Yuste, man from Spain, as well as Maher from Jordan, the two centre backs for East Bengal. And yes, they have just conceded once, but on the other aspects, on the defensive aspects, they both are performing well after that. Puya, Manveer, back to Apuya. Apuya goes for Peter Cummings, Jason Cummings. No, that is block. Thonajam and Chakraborty on the midfields. I mean, look at that, their positioning. They are not getting those playmaking for the East Bengal. Just look at the squad, I mean, the formation where East Bengal is playing. Thonajam as well as Chakraborty. Chakraborty is playing hard. He is going big. But no, he is giving away those spaces. Subhashish Bose with that cross from the left wings, denied by Yuste. Yuste is a good centre back. Yuste is a definitely good centre back, and he is giving some sort of interceptions. Mahesh Naram is also there. San Banerjee is also there. Nanda Kumar Sekar is also there. The three attackers for East Bengal in this game. But can we have glimpse of Greg Stewart and Petratos coming in the second half? The substitutions which Molina will definitely make. But it depends on what this first half ends. It is that second goal which Mohun Bagan will definitely go for it. And yes, can East Bengal get those equalizers? Chakravarti relying on Maher with that back pass. Back to Yuste. I mean, Hector is that player. He can be good on those defensive aspects single-handedly. Whereas Hijazi Maher, he is also so good. I mean, East Bengal can definitely rely on these two players. East Bengal can definitely rely on these two players. On the other hand, Mohun Bagan are also having Aldred and Rodriguez where they can rely on their defensive aspects. I mean, two of the teams, if you talk about only the skills of the players, they are definitely good to create those damages. But it is what the form of the players which is much concerned in the ISL. The injuries are also a concern, and yes, the form of the players is also a concern. That is a miss pass. Every time they are trying to find Silva, Clayton Silva is being definitely on the hunt for the East Bengal midfields. Time and again, Lal Sangha as well as Vishnu, they are trying to find Diventakos or Selton Silva high up on the box. That is what their strategy is. And in the midfields, both the likes of Thanojam as well as Chakraborty, they are staying so deep in the midfields. How is that going to happen for East Bengal? That is a good challenge from Aldred to Divantakos. Aldred, the man from Scotland, and yes, Dimantakos, the man from Greece. I mean, the two tall giants colliding with each other on the pitch of Indira Gandhi Stadium at Guwahati. Maher, Yuste, Thonojam is changing that. He has God, Lalchunga, Vishnu, Selton, denying. That is the midfield where East Bengal is lacking. East Bengal is really lacking in their midfield build up in the thirds, in the fourths. They are not getting those build ups. On the other hand, talking about the midfield, it is Apuya as well as Samad. They both are doing so good. I mean, that is what the bait which Melina has taken. He has brought in Samad into the midfields because he knew that they are trailing. I mean, the opposition trailing in the midfield. That is what he brought in Sahal because there was the option that Deepak Tangri was there. But no, he didn't went for Tangri. Instead, he opted for Sahal for those attacks. That is a lethal strategy which Molina is developing into this squad. Ashish Rai, that is Ashish Rai getting that booking. That is Ashish Rai getting that booking. It was Vishnu who was trying to get past Ashish Rai. It is a war ongoing between them. Ashish Rai was just overspeeded by Vishnu. Vishnu has got a good dribbling as well as a speed, and it was all left for Ashish Rai to get those tackles. And yes, he gets that yellow card into this. He must be cautious. Ashish Rai needs to be cautious in the rest of this game because he can't, I mean, Mohun Bagan can't afford to lose a man. Corner incoming for East Bengal. That is a good deflection. It was from Subhashish Bose. Jason Cummings finally clearing that ball. Chakrabarti receiving it again into the box of Mohun Bagan, but that is some interception and a clearance. I mean, Silva is that player. He looks so much like Cristiano Ronaldo, Clayton Silva. I mean, he was taking those free kicks, and for me, it was looking like he is looking like Cristiano Ronaldo. That was a cutting ball into the box, but no denied. McLaren in the drinks break after those 30 minutes talking to Molina, he wants some sort of inputs because he must not be happy with the performance of Ashish Rai. To talk about Mohun Bagan, Ashish Rai got those, assist where he made McLaren into the box and McLaren clinically finishing it so good. But yes, some sort of rusty performance is there from the defensive aspects of Mohun Bagan. How long do we need to wait for Mohun Bagan to get those 3 goals? When are my predictions for this game going to come? That is what I want on this pitch. I mean, Molina would be just wanting this team. I mean, what is that Molina must be wanting for this team in the second half? Because the legs will be dried, they will be looking tired. I mean, the tactical changes, I mean, it all depends up to the first half. We can't predict it so good. Some sort of relief is needed, guys. Some sort of relief is needed over here. There is some sort of relief which is definitely needed because the fans are getting desperate to get that second goal, and it is all left for the players to perform in the pitch. Much of the aspects in this game is definitely not is what it is being reliable. I mean, to talk about this game, there has to be something big incoming. Ashish Rai is getting that clearance. That was for McLaren. McLaren against Gill. No, Gill gets a touch to it. So good. Gill gets that touch to it. So good. Gill is performing good. Gill is performing good. No denying the fact. Gill is really performing. All is in this game, all is it about B Mohun Bagan Super Giants because it is the combination of Ashish Rai and McLaren getting that goal. And yes, Ashish Rai getting that yellow card as well. But it is Chakravarti getting that booking. Huge boost. Lightweight. That tackle to Apuya, it was bad. It was lethal, and yes, the referee spotted that mistake good, and yes, Sovik Chakrabarti getting that yellow card. That is a free kick one in their own defensive half. Ashish Rai again trying to find McLaren. Manveer against Chakrabarti. Back to Yuste. Yuste goes for Lalchunga. Sahal winning that throw out of those blocks. Hundred to Ashish Rai. Ashish Rai is trying to find Manveer Singh on the wings. But yes, Kumar is really doing that job against Manveer Singh good. I mean, the number 22, Kumar is doing his job good against Manveer Singh. Nishu Kumar, the player, really doing his job so good. Ashish went for those shots. I mean, he should have just tried to keep the position of the ball. Ashish Rai is getting bit aggressive in the build-ups. That is what at times bit damaging. Ashish Rai has to keep the peace. That is a header incoming. McLaren gets that header. Oh my god. McLaren today is in one of his best form. Just look at that header being taken. Everyone was busy marking Aldred Rodriguez as well as Subhashish Bose in the box, but it was McLaren getting those opportunities and it was the header. Another chance that was so close. Would you call that a miss? Or is the East Bengal players are getting lucky at times? Mohun Bagan not converting those clinical opportunities inside the box. Mastermind of Molina looking good, and yes, showing those results in the first half with a 1 goal lead. But can Mohun Bagan get those second goal lead over the East Bengal, or yes, the Red Brigade, are they going to get those equalizers? That is what is lacking from East Bengal. Look at it, they are not having anything in the midfield. I mean, to talk about Thonojam as well as Chakrabarti from the midfield, East Bengal is lacking. Poor. Too poor for East Bengal in the midfields. But yes, there is also worry because Ashish Rai at times he is losing away his peace of mind on the pitch. He is bit aggressive. That is what he has to control in. Aldred Rodriguez to Subhasish Bose, getting some sort of passes. Ashish Rai, Subhasish Bose, Bose to Rodriguez, Ashish Rai, Ashish Rai trying to find Cummings, Sahal, nice interception that is from Apuya. Rodriguez to Vishal Kaith. What a lofted pass that is from Vishal Kaith. Just look at that lofted pass from Vishal Kaith to Ashish Rai. What a class. I mean, Vishal Kaith is really playing those elite goalkeepers in the ISL. I mean, every time I watch this goalkeeper Vishal Kaith, he is mesmerizing. Easton Colasso dribbling it, trying to find some space. Jason Cummings, Colasso again. The ball is off the pitch for a goal kick. That is what ISL is known for. The defenders are strong, and yes, they are just blocking away those balls. 45 minutes on the pitch. How much of the added time will be there in the first half? Gill with that long ball. Subhasish Bose. Easton Colasso building up. No. Clearance by East Bengal. Thonajam. East Bengal are looking to build up inside the box. Denied. Clear that ball, boy. Finally, Ashish Rai getting that clearance. It was good. It was quite good. That is what he is. Ashish Rai is at times so good, but at times he is a bit aggressive. Losing away the position of the ball is also lethal from his side. Damn, that was Apuya with some sort of touch to the ball, but that wasn't intentional. And yes, the referee has not given that handball. No worries for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Subhasish Bose, Easton Colasso building up. Colasso going for Cummings. Cummings is one-on-one. Two players of East Bengal. Oh my god, take that shot, Sahal. What was that? Inside the box. That was some shot to be taken with peace. But Sahal goes for those boomers. This goal should have been converted, boy. This goal should have been converted. See, that is not a handball because it is Apuya who is standing in his position. He is not blocking the path of the ball to the goal post. So that is not a handball. That is definitely not. And the referee has given that decision good. I mean, if the VAR would have been in the Indian Super League, then also it would have been a handball. I mean, yes, East Bengal fans must be crazy about this and they will be complaining that yes, Mohun Bagan Super Giants have bought the referees and all those blah 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 blah. But that is definitely not a handball because it is Apuya who was standing over there just blocking the pitch. But that hand was not intentional because he was just removing his hand out of those deflections. So that is definitely not a handball. I mean, this way it is not that lacking, but in these stats, if we compare over here, just look at it. What a beautiful and class performance from Mohun Bagan Super Giants. I mean, if you look at these stats over here, it is 6 shots by both the teams, but yes, two on target and two big chances from Mohun Bagan Super Giants, one being converted. And if you talk about that, Mohun Bagan would have easily got those 2 to 3 goals in the first half if they would have been, 100% clinical finishings. But that is the game of football where it doesn't happen. And yes, that is what some mistakes are being made, and the gameplay is good. McLaren getting those seventh goal. It is the sixth goal of this season. He is getting those numbers counting. Good for him. But both the teams, if you talk about, just look from the beginning. There is a break ongoing. We will also take a break of, just a 1 minute short break. I will take, and we'll be back. Do stay tuned, guys. And yes, those of you who are watching, do give us those like, share, and subscribe. Your boost definitely means a lot to us. I will be just back in 1 minute. Stay tuned, guys.
big game, guys. It is a big game. It is definitely one of the big games in the ISL which is going on, the Kolkata Derby. And yes, we are also back. It is being shown that whether that is a penalty or not, from my side, it is definitely not a penalty because that hand from Apuya was definitely not blocking the goal. I mean, look at that shot being taken. I mean, this man on the screen, he is saying that it is a penalty, but from my side, it is definitely not a penalty because that hand from Apuya was not intercepting the pitch. I mean, the line of the goal which you are talking about. To talk about the performance of both the teams, let me just change the screen over here. Yes, it looks good. Just in the 2 minutes, it was McLaren getting that goal so early to it. On the 6th minute, it was Vishnu, but that shot Vishnu from East Bengal, but that was a block. On the 7th minute, it was Silva, Clayton Silva, the number 10. It was a block. Good defensive aspects from the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Thonajam again on the 10th minute. That was a wide off shot. McLaren on the 11th minute. That was close, guys. McLaren could have got that second goal on the 11th minute, but that was a miss. I mean, nowhere near the woodwork. It was seen. On the 12th minute, Liston Colasso getting some sort of deflection with that shot. It was off the post. Silva again on the 15th minute. Silva is that player from East Bengal. He can cause those damages. He is definitely a talented player on the pitch. On the other hand, Manveer Singh on the 21st minute, he was so close to the nets, but it was Gill finally getting that save. I mean, Gill made a save because McLaren, that through ball to Manveer Singh on the far post, it was definitely so good to watch. But finally, it was Gill saving it, and it was that clear opportunity of Mohun Bagan getting that second goal lead was denied. On the 35th minute, it was McLaren again. That was a left footer, but it was a good block. McLaren again, that was a header. It was also so close to the far post. I mean, all the East Bengal defensive aspects were up again, marking Subhashish Bose, Rodriguez, as well as Aldred and McLaren. The fox in the box getting those opportunities with those headers, unfortunately just couldn't convert it. Dimantakos on the 1 minute off at a time in the first half getting those opportunities from those left footers. It was a block. Vishnu from East Bengal getting that left footer again, that was a block. But Abdul Sahal Samad, I mean, that opportunity, it isn't much expected from Sahal, but that was a wide off shot. I mean, Sahal could have just taken the position of the ball good enough on the box, inside the box of East Bengal, and could have taken that shot. But unfortunately, I mean, there were 2 to 3 clear chances from Mohun Bagan. They could have scored. I mean, they would have just kept the peace of mind. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. But still, Mohun Bagan are 1 goal up with that sole goal from McLaren. And yes, it is a good performance which is going on. 7 shots on target by the Mohun Bagan Super Giants and 6 shots, but most of the shots by East Bengal were either blocked. I mean, no worries for Vishal Kaith much, but yes, Vishal Kaith made few saves. He is that goalkeeper who is basic. I mean, the Manuel Neuer for East Bengal. In the build-ups, if you talk about, the players have been doing good, but yes, look at this stat. It is most disturbing. I mean, on the defensive aspects, it is Mohun Bagan. They have got 90% of the wins. It is some sort of relief which is not coming from the side of Ashish Rai, and he is being overpaced at times. Ashish Rai is getting bit aggressive in his defensive aspects also. But Aldred and Rodriguez doing those jobs so good, whereas it is the lack of defense in form from East Bengal, and they are considering it. 10 interceptions. I mean, so many passes through balls which Mohun Bagan are consistently meeting into the box of East Bengal. That is what they are doing it. Look at the duel ones. 16 duel ones, 70%, 12 aerial duel ones. I mean, this performance, the duels which have been won by the Mohun Bagan Super Giants, it is the most definite aspect. Mohun Bagan Super Giants are doing good, because if you talk about this season, Mohun Bagan Super Giants, none of their strikers are at the top, with the sole striker being awarded or not. But yes, the team performance is that which Molina has cropped up into this team, and it is really definitely looking good for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. And at the table with this one goal lead, if they can take away those 3 points in this Kolkata derby, it will be their 11th win out of those 15 games and 35 points. Oh my god, that is just 8 points ahead of Bengaluru FC. It will be a straight win this season if this goes on. Changing the screen to the lineups, this is the lineup of the derby clash, and yes, we had the Milan derby also. AC Milan winning it against Inter Milan, the Reds, the Rossoneri's against the Nerazzurris. We had a watch along. What a class performance that was in the Supercoppa Italiana. The previous night it was Dortmund against Leverkusen, and yes, Leverkusen winning it big time. But Dortmund were with some injuries as well as some illness of their elite defenders. 5 of their defenders were not present in the team due to the illness, as well as some kind of suspension was there for Pascal Gross. And today it is Mohun Bagan Super Giants, the Kolkata derby against East Bengal. But the game has been shifted to Guwahati due to those security reasons and those blah blah reasons. And upcoming is Bayern against Borussia Mönchengladbach, as well as on the Sunday nights it is Arsenal and Manchester United, as well as in the FA Cup round 3. And yes, also in the Sunday night it is the epic clash of Real Madrid as well as the likes of Barcelona in the Supercopa de España, which will be held at Saudi Arabia. So yes, the epic clashes are being held at the different venues, and yes, the teams are winning it big time. In the start of the 2025, the Super Copa month, much of the games are happening. The second half over here starts. Let me put this screen back to here. Yes, it looks good. Any sort of substitutions being made in the first half by both the teams, so no substitutions being made. And yes, it was Ashish Rai getting that first yellow card of this game, and yes, Shovik Chakraborty also getting, these are the 2 yellow cards which has been awarded in this game. That was some opportunity for Silva. Clayton Silva, the man, he is finding those spaces time and again inside the box, but he is being denied by the tall defensive presence of Aldred as well as Rodriguez. Aldred and Rodriguez are doing their job so good. I mean, the performance of their first half, it has been decent. They are denying Silva of any clear opportunity to take a shot to the goal. Vishnu, on the other hand, from East Bengal, is also performing well. Vishnu has been performing well. I mean, Vishnu against Ashish Rai. Ashish Rai has got those assists, but Vishnu is performing good. Ashish Rai getting those crosses, interception, Cummings getting the possession of it. Leston Colasso with that curler. Back to Subhashish Bose. East Bengal finally getting some relief inside their box. In the midfield, East Bengal is really lacking bad. I mean, Chakrabarti and the likes of Thonajem, they both are staying so close. That is not going to happen. I mean, that might be the tactics which Oscar Bruzon must have made, not to allow Mohun Bagan to just penetrate in from the mid part, but Thonajam and Chakravarti from East Bengal staying so close, that is creating those spaces in the left midfields. Subhashish goes, trying to go for McLaren. McLaren was staying a bit deep down to the pitch. It is 4-4-2 for both the teams in the second half as well. Yuste, Maher trying to give that long ball. Ball is off for a throw. Look at that defensive presence from Liston Colasso. I mean, he is staying deep. In the first half, we saw his movement up high on the pitch, taking those shots. Subhashish Bose, Liston Colasso, Sahal, back to Bose. Rodriguez, Aldred, back to Subhashish Bose, Liston Colasso getting past. That was Nishu, but denied. That is a yellow card for Nishu with that rusty tackle on the pitch. That tackle from Nishu was intentional. That is what which we are talking about in the game of football. If you are not going for those, I mean, ball in the air and you are blocking the player moving on the pitch, that is definitely a card deserving. Ashish Rai, that is a missed pass. Good tackle from Apuya. Some sort of degradation from that of Dimantakos. He is demanding the referee for those decisions being made. But yes, he is doing those decisions too good. No denying the fact. That was a good tackle from Apuya. He didn't touch the ball, but that was a good tackle to Dimantakos. I mean, what is that? East Bengal is not having a sponsor in their jersey as well. That is a just white jersey. That is a bit annoying. Chakravarti finding Dimantakos. Dimantakos to the right wings. That is a curler. No, good block from Aldred. I mean, the gameplay which East Bengal is playing, they are not going to get a goal. This is not happening for them. This way, the approach which they are having it, that is not, they are going to get any kind of equalizers or even a goal into it. Oscar Bruzon must not be happy with the performance of his team, but still there is opportunity that they can get those equalizers. Sahal, Colasso dribbling past 1, 2, 3 players, 4 players. Look at Liston Colasso dribbling past 4 players to Manveer Singh. Manveer Singh on the right wings. Will he go for those cross? No. Back to Apuya. Sahal, Manveer, Ashish Rai again getting those cross. That is a corner one. East Bengal getting those interceptions, but at the cost of a corner. Look at Ashish Rai playing on the right wings. That would have been the cause why Manveer Singh is not going high up on the pitch, because it is Ashish Rai playing all the way to the right backs, and he is definitely making those differences on the pitch. Look at Ashish Rai play. He is definitely making those performances, and Manveer Singh is definitely relaxing on the pitch. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate this game a 9.5. Liston Colasso inside the box. Will he go for those shots? No, denied. Liston Colasso time and again being denied. He is getting furious. Liston Colasso is getting furious, guys. Liston Colasso is getting furious. Anytime I can see he is going to get that second goal. East Bengal invading in. They are high up on the pitch. What a good catch from Vishal Kath. Just look at that hold of the ball. I mean, there is some kind of adhesive which Vishal Kath is having in his gloves. Look at that hold of the ball. It was so much aspiring. I mean, to take that hold of the ball, it is definitely not an easy job. It is definitely not an easy job. What is Vishal Kath performing? That is definitely not an easy job, and time and again he is just denying everything which is incoming. Vishal Kath is definitely the talk of the town. I mean, he has been performing well, he has been doing good, and yes, he is really doing it so good. Vishal Kath is the Manuel Neuer of the team. He has been doing it so good. Liston is getting furious, boys. Liston is getting furious. Liston is getting furious at times, and anytime I can just see Liston is going to get that second goal. It is Liston who is going to get that second goal. He is getting furious, boys. Liston is getting furious. Come on, Liston, the single man army. Apuya, Ashish Rai. Ashish Rai to Manveer. Sahal. Sahal changing the flanks. He has got Colasso. Liston Colasso. Down the pitch to Subhashish Bose. Bose to Colasso again. Colasso, Sahal. Apuya. Apuya has got Ashish Rai. Some sort of build-ups, looking for the Mariners. Ashish Rai, Manveer to the left footer on the edge of the box. That was a block. Good gameplay ongoing. The second half, the Mariners are looking calm and possessed. They are not going for those speedy counters. That is not required. They are looking for those build-ups. What a tackle that was. Look at it. Ashish Rai was down to the pitch. But look at that Vishal Kath grip of the ball. It was amazing. I mean, Dimantakos was trying to give that left footer curler from those left wings. It was first Silva incoming, but what a good save from Vishal Kath. Not a slight bit of deflection and straight into his gloves. What a good hold of that ball was from Vishal Kath. 59 minutes on the watch, and still the scoreline is 1-up for the Mariners. This is that third yellow card. It is for Thonjam. So with Chakrabarti getting that yellow card, Nishu Kumar also getting that, and it is Thonjam getting that third card. Third yellow card for the East Bengal, whereas Ashish Rai from the Mariners is also on a yellow card. Swashish Bose, Aldred, Ashish Rai, Manveer Singh, back to Ashish Rai, Rodriguez, Aldred, Swashish Bose. Look at that midfield presence. I mean, Molina making this team play so confident in the midfield, building up, playing those passes, looking so relaxed. This is what it is. This is what the Mariners are doing this season. They are really creating those damages. Chakravarti. I mean, the presence of the midfields where Chakravarti and Thanujam are playing, they are really working so hard. But yes, their midfield presence is not creating those build-ups for East Bengal. Dimantakos must not be happy with the performance of his players because he is not being given any kind of free space. Both Clayton Silva as well as Dimantakos, they are not getting those free spaces because Aldred as well as Rodriguez, they are playing so good. They are denying any kind of free chance to be taken. Again, Vishal Kath getting the hold of the ball so good. Vishal Kath is just looking like a big lion on the pitch. That is McLaren again. What? It was from Liston. Good build up from Liston and McLaren. Some opportunities were seen incoming. Subhashish Bose going for those left footers. No. Straight for Gill. McLaren in this game, he is looking lethal, guys. McLaren is looking lethal. McLaren is really looking too lethal. East Bengal are just left with the chance of getting those lofted through balls from their left flanks or right flanks to the pitch, and the hope, the expectations of East Bengal scoring like this is just 0% because in the terms of those aerial duels, it is time and again Aldred and Rodriguez are just denying any opportunity. And knowing this fact, East Bengal is trying that lone and lame opportunity time and again. Every time they are getting the ball, they are trying to give those lofted colors inside the box from the right flanks or the left flanks, and that way they are not going to score. I'm waiting for that second goal when the Mariners are going to score. That will be a huge roaring moment incoming. Chakravarti again. Changing the flanks. Again, look at that. Again, look at that. The same way East Bengal are trying. I mean, they are just looking away those opportunities incoming, but that is not going to happen so easy, boys. Oh my god. On the other hand, the game against Chelsea and the likes of Marambe has started and Chelsea has missed a penalty. Oh my god. Marambe is, I guess, a third division or a second division team. And it is Chelsea missing away those penalties. But it is Liston Colasso. He is speeding away. He has got McLaren. He has got Cummings. Liston has won that. It is a penalty. Yellow card. Will that be the red card incoming for Chakravarti? Yes, Chakravarti is on a yellow card. Yes, that is Chakravarti winning that tackle. The second yellow card. It is Chakravarti getting that red card. Is that a penalty being given? Or that is a free kick? What is that tackle from Chakravarti? Can you just imagine it? Look at that tackle from Chakravarti. The corner, Vishal Kath. Corner was in favor of East Bengal and Vishal Kath getting those deflections. Colasso winning it. It was McLaren also moving it. What a tackle that was from Chakravarti. I mean, look at that tackle from Chakravarti. He couldn't even touch the ball. It was straight into the legs of Liston Colasso. I mean, such a tackle, it could have just damaged the legs of Liston Colasso. His legs could have been broken. This is a lethal tackle which has been taken. Chakravarti is seen off the pitch furious. This is his second yellow card. And yes, I mean, if you are not being able to play, you are just saying that the referees are making those decisions worse. That is what the East Bengal is doing the whole season. Liston Colasso with that free kick just off the post. But no worries for Gill. He had a jump, good to it. Liston Colasso just couldn't convert it. But East Bengal down to 10 men. What is in store for the rest? 30 minutes of the gameplay. I mean, on the watch, it is 66 minutes. And yes, 24 minutes plus stoppage time. Down to 10 man. Are they going to have those equalizers? Or are you going to succumb to 3 goals or 5 goal defeats? Liston Colasso is lethal. I mean, Chakravarti making those tackles for Liston, that is not good. I mean, how can you make such a tackle to a forward who is, if you could have just got a touch to the ball, then it would have been a fair enough. But Chakravarti just couldn't get a touch to that ball. And yes, it was straight into the legs of Liston Colasso. That would have been a big damage. That is a lethal tackle. That is a dangerous tackle which Chakravarti made, and he was already on a yellow card. How is that mentality cropping up on the mindset of these Bengal players? You just can't have that mindset when you are playing the game of football. That is really bit annoying. And yes, the referee made the decision of getting that second yellow card and consequently a red card, and East Bengal are down to 10 men. Ashish Rai into the box. Oh my god, that was a shot from Ashish Rai. But Gill gets a touch to it. Now it is all the way incoming for the rest 24 minutes for the Sobuj and Maroon. That was Ashish Rai. He was close. But yes, he is aggressive and he went for that shot, the top edge. But Gill gets a touch to it. Good. Corner incoming. That is the corner incoming for the Sobuj and Maroon. Jason Cummings with his left footer. Aldred, Rodriguez, Subhashish Bose. All the headers, I mean the header takers are inside the box. All the header takers are inside the box. Can we get that header, boy? Can we get that header? Referee is getting furious. Yuste is the man who is getting the nerves of the referee. And can East Bengal beat out to nightmare? What a color. That is from Cummings. Header that was from Manveer Singh. But off the post, boys. Off the post. Get those second goal. Get those second goal. That was a nice curl. Look at that curl from Jason Cummings. straight into the heads of Manveer Singh, but just off the post. Substitutions being made. We can see it is David moving out of the pitch. David coming onto the pitch. Mahesh Narem coming onto the pitch. Mahesh Narem is a good striker. Mahesh Singh Narem has been in the Indian squad also, seen his presence. Can he make it lethal? It is Oscar Bruzon with 10 men down. Must be changing his tactics because the sole presence of a striker in the forward and yes, the team down to their midfield defensive aspects, not to concede any more goals, because he has to just balance the two-way of this game, not to concede any more goals, and yes, as well as to score to get some equalizers. Big worries incoming for Oscar Bruzon. And yes, Molina, their men, can they get those second goal? It is also the thought to be have. Ashish Rai onto the right wings. Manveer Singh. Deflection to Jason Cummings. Jason Cummings with his left footer. Was that a through ball or was that a shot being taken? What was that from Cummings? Lack of form for the East Bengal players, and yes, they are complaining this about to the referee. That is not the game of football you have to play, boys. You have to get those shots. Every shots which Clayton Silva as well as Dimantacos has taken, all of them just going, being blocked by Aldred and Rodriguez from Mohun Bagan. What an elite performance by the two defensive players. And yes, they are complaining to the referee that their decision is going against them. Look at that tackle to Jason Cummings. Hizazi is that center back getting those tackles to Jason Cummings. He is looking depressed. Don't get injured. This is the why East Bengal players get injured, and this is the why they lack in the form. This is not the mindset, the way you play football. That is not happening. Worries will be for Molina if some of the players get injured in this tackle made by the East Bengal players. They are looking rusty. Just look at the East Bengal players. They are looking rusty on the pitch. With this mindset, they are playing and they are expecting to get goals. How is that going to happen on this holy earth? Jason Cummings. Liston Colasso. Oh, Ashish Rai. Sahal getting that interception good. McLaren, no one inside the box. No one inside the box. 2 assists McLaren. Suddenly the East Bengal players are looking down on the pitch, and yes, it might be the instruction from Oscar Bruzon to stay down and not to concede anymore, because it is the Kolkata derby and it will be the talk of the town on these Sunday weekends. Look at that, Manveer Singh. Oh, that was opportunity incoming for Manveer Singh one-on-one against Meyer, but denied. Mahesh Narayam Singh on the left wings. Just look at it, the passes being made by the East Bengal players, nothing is coming onto the box. Every time they are having those interceptions, those blocks. Vishal Kath made few saves, but most of the passes, most of the crosses which the East Bengal players are making from the right flanks or the left flanks, everything is getting blocked. That is what the Mohun Bagan Supergiant, the Mariners, the Sobuja and Maroon are doing so good in this game. Aldred getting that header deflection. Cummings, Liston Colasso. Colasso was trying to find McLaren. Ashish Rai, Manveer Singh in the build-up. They have got McLaren. McLaren will go for Jason Cummings. Is there? But no. That shot from McLaren wasn't that enough to reach to Cummings. And yes, it was the East Bengal defensive lineup. It was Maher getting those interceptions good. But yes, to talk about the presence of the forwards from Mohun Bagan in this game, they are not looking to keep the possession of the ball much. They are trying for those first time shots from those fast counter attacks. That is also the aspect which Molina has to work out. I mean, especially in this game. Might have been his tactics for this game not to hold the possession of the ball by the forwards, going for those first time shots. Substitutions being made by Molina, still not 74 minutes on the watch. It is Greg Stewart coming onto the pitch, and finally Jason Cummings, the man of wisdom, the man of performance, the man of those crucial times, the man who has brought glory for Mariners. I mean, in the previous season, this season he hadn't had those playtimes in his bag, but this new year 2025, for the past two games, it is McLaren coming on again with Cummings. Most of the times in the first lineup, it was Petrados who was coming onto the pitch in the season. I mean, in the first half of the season. But now Molina has stuck to Cummings, pairing with the likes of McLaren for the past two games. And yes, Cummings has been substituted, and it is Greg Stewart coming onto the pitch. The Australian lobby looking strong for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. 76 minutes on the watch, and it is the drinks break for the second half. Huge boost. That is a huge boost. If Stewart is going to come, then yes, definitely Sahal would also demand a substitution to be made by Molina, because Sahal, after those 70 minutes, he is lacking of those fresh legs. Will Deepak Tangri come in for Sahal? Because Mohun Bagan Super Giants, Molina up against 10 men down Oscar Bruzon Men's East Bengal FC, they will have definitely won't go for those defensive midfields. Rather, they would go for Petratos because they have got Stewart. McLaren will be staying up to those 90 minutes plus stoppage time. Cummings is down. What is in that? What is in store for that? Will Molina go for much offense, or will he look to preserve the game and get one more goal at least? Vishal Kath. The game starts after the drinks break. Vishal Kath taking that shot. Stewart is staying on the right midfields along with Manveer Singh. I mean, East Bengal were really trying to make some crosses, make through balls from their right flanks or the left flanks in the first half, in the second half, but down to 10 men, they have lost all the hope. Look at it, it is Stewart. He is inside the box. McLaren is there, but passes to Liston Colasso. Colasso has got Apuya in the box-to-box midfield. Ashish Rai, time and again. This boy is so aggressive. Ashish Rai is so aggressive on the pitch. 78 minutes. He is losing his cool of mind, his patience, time and again. Young blood, young mind. Ashish Rai, too aggressive, too hot to handle. Stewart, Liston Colasso into the box. Direct shot from Colasso. Sahal, Abdul Sahal. Sahal takes that fiery shot. Just from the edge of the box. It is that second time Sahal is taking that shot. Oh my god, that was off the post from Sahal. It doesn't happen much by this class midfielder. I mean, this attacking midfield, Sahal, he never misses such opportunities, but it is the second time in the first half. In the added time, he missed those clear shots to the post, and it is again in the second half on the 79 minutes he misses that. Opportunities are coming for Mohun Bagan, but they are not being that clinical inside the box. Ashish Rai trying to find Manveer Singh on the right wings. Talking about the performance of Manveer Singh, he is looking decent, but there are expectations. Look at that East Bengal file, the paper which Oscar Bruiser is discussing with his assist, as well as he is making those changes. Number 9, 11, it is coming. East Bengal are bringing in their number 11, Nanda Kumar Sekhar, onto the pitch. Nanda Kumar Sekhar is definitely a good player. Will he make that difference to the team? Because they need those running pace on their center forwards. Still, there is nothing to worry for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. But what they need is that second goal lead. And it is time and again the Mohun Bagan players winning the possession of the ball on the attacking half of their pitch, but not keeping their possession, just going for those first time pass, first time shots. Rather, they should take the possession. Greg Stewart, that is what we want. Greg Stewart is the man. He is creative. He takes the position. He takes his time. And upon the substitution, Greg Stewart has been looking, keeping the hold of the ball much time. Liston Colasso, Stewart, build up looking good. Manveer Singh inside the box. Just look at it. It is the peace of mind which the likes of Mohun Bagan Super Giant players have to keep in those late second half. I mean, there was the presence of four Mohun Bagan players against the 4 East Bengal players. But yes, time and again in the second half, Mohun Bagan players have to just keep the cool, the patience. We are winning that tackle. Ashish Rai, Aldred, back to Ashish Rai. Let the East Bengal get their gameplay involved. Because down to 10 men, what are they doing to who? That will be a lookout for. We are getting that interception. Sahal. Passes are not good, looking good in the second half. Mariners are missing away their passes. Liston Colasso trying to find McLaren. Yes, he has found that good. Stewart in the build-up. Liston Colasso. But where are the other men? Where are the other Mariners? Manveer Singh, yes, he has dropped down into the box. Stewart taking that shot. It was some sort of loose shot from Greg Stewart. That was some sort of loose shot from Greg Stewart. I mean, that second goal is much needed. That second goal is much needed by the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Because they really have to come big. East Bengal on the counters, but that is a wide ball off the pitch. That is a big wide ball. Mahesh Singh Noram That is a wide ball. East Bengal FC, the reason why they are trailing at the number 11 spot in the ISL table. The players, just look at what happened when Chakravarti got that red card. I was saying it time and again from the first half that yes, East Bengal players were looking bit down in their midfields, and it was the likes of Thonajam and Chakravarti doing the hard work, and they were losing the patience and finally getting that second yellow card. That was the cool of mind. Chakravarti with that tackle to Liston Colasso, that was definitely not the tackle which he should have gone for. Greg Stewart building up. Dimantakos, he has got Mahesh Singh Naroyam. Dimantakos again, but a good clearance that is from Apuya. Good defensive presence. That is a good defensive aspect Apuya is showing time and again in the midfield. Swashish Bose, interception, Mahesh back passes. That is a cross inside the box of Mohun Bagan. Sahal finally clearing it. But what is the need which Sahal is doing at times on the pitch? He is just clearing the ball off. He is that sole midfield player on the pitch. He has to just hold the ball and just have some position and just have some build-ups because you are up by one man on the pitch. East Bengal players are losing the peace of their mind, and it is just 85 minutes on the watch. 5 minutes plus stoppage time. 5 minutes plus stoppage time on the pitch. Apuya, tackle one. Yes, Sahal is looking good. He is having the position. Look back, Sahal. You have got many players on your behind. Yes, he makes that pass to Stewart, Albert, Rodriguez, Ashish Rai getting that clearance. Apuya getting his first touch, not that good. East Bengal winning that position. Mahesh, can he get Dimantakos on the build up? No. Look at those challenges. Suddenly, Mohun Bagan players are making those challenges so cool, so easy, and they are not just trying to have any build-ups. Every time Sahal and Colasso in the second half, they are getting the ball. They are just having those first touch passes, building up. What is the need of that? And East Bengal is time and again getting the position down to 10 men. When they were up with 11 men on the pitch, then also they were not doing, they were just giving away those crosses. From the defensive midfield presence of Apuya and the likes of Samad as well as Cummings in the first half, and now it is Greg Stewart. It was nothing left for East Bengal to get any scoring opportunities inside the box. They are going for those aerial passes, those through balls, but are they going to win it like that, or they are going to equalize it like that? Nothing. Finally, Sahal is being called off the pitch and McLaren too. It is the need of the fresh legs which Molina has felt, and it is the time after those 85 minutes he goes for those substitutions. It is Tangri who is seen. Petratos, yes, he is also seen. So two of the substitutions coming on. Petratos as well as the likes of Tangri onto the pitch. It was much needed substitution which has to be made on those 80th minute. Yes, with those fresh legs in the pitch, can we get that second goal? A derby match, and the Sobuj and the Maroon are winning it. It will be a big talk of the town. Subhashish Bose, Colasso tries to find Petratos, but no, Gill gets that clearance good. Gill is getting that clearance good. But why are they not going for those build-up? Why are the Mohun Bagan players not going for those position? Tangri, good tackle that is. Aldred is going. Aldred got that tackle good. Vishal Kath was moving in forward, but yes, there was Dimantakos also moving in for that. Was that offside? No, it was safe. But finally, a good tackle that was from Aldred, denying Dimantakos of any clear opportunity on the pitch. Corner incoming in favor of East Bengal. It is Dimantakos taking that. Silva, it is deflection from the Mohun Bagan. Liston Colasso, he has got the possession. Liston is speeding away. He is speeding away. 1-on-1. Liston has been tackled, but yes, the referee says that was a fair tackle because it wasn't that lethal to get a booking which Chakravarti made. That is what the difference between the tackle is. And Shobik Chakravarti getting that red card, it is definitely the deserving red card of this game. Apuya, get hold of the ball, guys. Don't go for those fast counters. Get hold of the ball. Build up. You are one man up. Petratos, Manveer Singh, but most of the Mariners lobby are down to their defensive aspects. Good job, Molina. If you have stuck to this plan, that is definitely going to work. 90 minutes are up. 5 minutes of stoppage time being added to it. Ashish Rai, Stewart changing the flank to Subhashish Bose. Bose has got Liston Colasso. Liston Colasso on the left wings. Will he try to go and dribble past? You know, he has gone for those midfield pass for Deepak Tangri. That was a bit miss pass. But East Bengal down to 10 man are looking with no hope of any recovery. It is the clutch moment which Mohun Bagan Super Giants are trying to make. Manveer Singh 1-on-1 against Gill. No, that's a track back. He is just dribbling away like something which he wants. But it is the absence of those players on those counters. And Molina has his words straight to the team that go for those defensive press. No need of getting those goals. Don't lose your mind, don't lose your confidence, don't lose your character, and stay tall on the pitch because it is the 3 points which is definitely needed. And it is the Kolkata derby being held at Guwahati which you definitely need to have win. Petratos getting the possession of the ball. It is good back heel to Greg Stewart. Stewart finds Petratos inside the box again. But no, the ball is off the pitch. Will that be the victory coming on, boys? Oh, will that be the victory coming on this new year, this derby, this epic derby? Is it going to happen? But no, that is another substitution which Molina is making, and it is Liston Colasso moving off the pitch. Look at his yellow and black boots. It is Suhail Ahmed Bhatt coming onto the pitch. This attacker, he has been seen on the pitch this new year as well. So Molina might have found something in Suhail. He is making those late substitutions for Suhail at times. What a cross is that from the East Bengal players? Just look at it. It is Nanda Kumar Shekhar making that pass. How do you expect with those through balls, with those crosses, getting a goal against Aldred and Rodriguez? Oscar Bruzon feel sorry about it. You might say that you have got the injuries of the players. You might say that the referee decisions are bad for you. But in this game, the tactics which you have implemented, East Bengal players just trying to get those lofted crosses, just lofted through balls, it isn't that sufficient to get a goal against the reigning champions, Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Vishal Kath finally getting the hold of the ball. Subhashish Bose trying to find for whom did he went for. That was a clearance from Subhashish Bose, I guess. 94 minutes are on the watch. Of those 5 minutes of stoppage time, just 1 minute left to it, and the referee is going to blow the whistle anytime. Ashish Rai 1-on-1 against Litton. Good interception that is. Suhail Ahmad Bhatt making those speedy interceptions from those defensive aspects. Nandakumar not able to get past Subhashish Bose. Subhashish Bose is that defensive player who is staying so good. Greg Stewart, Petratos, will those two combinations, Petratos going for those long shots into the nets. Denied. Good tactical implications which Molina has made into this game. 95 minutes are up on the watch, and is the referee going to blow the whistle anytime? Suhail playing on the left midfields upon his substitutions. Stewart and Petratos are staying high up on the pitch, whereas Suhail is staying on the left midfields. When is the referee going to blow the whistle? It is 96 minutes on the watch. Oh my god. I mean, is the referee asking these Bengal players to go for their equalizers? What a clearance that is from Elliot. That is the final whistle blown, and the Kolkata Derby has been won by the Mohun Bagan Super Giants, the reigning champions, the big giants of the Indian Super League, and their name, the Giants of the Indian Super League, the National Club of India, has really done it so good. So proud of you Mariners, so proud of the gameplay, so proud of Molina, and yes, not the least but the best, McLaren. What a butter smooth finishing that was from him on the second minute. It was just amazing, it was mesmerizing, and this team has really done it so good. It was worth the gameplay, it was worth the Kolkata Derby, which was held at the Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium. And yes, East Bengal FC, let me tell you one thing, you guys just complain like babies on the pitch of football. If you want to play, you have to win those tackles, you have to make those tactics, you have to make those implementations count. Every time you are getting those ball, you are trying to get those through balls, those lofted aerial balls. I mean, that is not the way. It is the city of joy, Kolkata, roaring high, and I can already just hear those sound crackers. That is huge explosions going on everywhere in the city of Kolkata. I can just have a view from my gallery, and it is all celebrations in the Mariners cab. They are doing it so good, and time and again they are winning it. This is the best thing which Kolkata has to witness, but unfortunately it was held in Assam, in Guwahati, and these stats, if you look at it, it is staying so tall for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. It was just a huge game, and winning it so good. In the end, it was Chakravarti in the second half losing his peace of mind against Liston Colasso and getting that red card. There were some of controversies which were being said that red card was not deserving, as well as there was a handball demanding from the East Bengal lobby. But that is not football, guys. I mean, Apuya just gets a touch with the ball with his hand. That ball, I mean, it wasn't intentional, and yes, more to that, it wasn't just blocking the goal. So no worries for Apuya not getting it, and Chakravarti with that tackle losing his mind. I mean, from the starting of this team, I was just saying that the likes of Chakravarti, who was having with the likes of Thanojam, these two center midfield players, they were staying so close, and yes, they were working so hard time and again, and it wasn't looking good for the East Bengal. I mean, from the defensive aspects as well as those build-ups in those attacking aspects on the opposition's half as well as in their inner half. That is what Chakravarti lost his mind, and on those counters against Distant Colasso, he got those tackles. That is not Sovik Chakravarti is what we demanded. But unless and until there is some count of points counting in the table, Mohun Bagan Super Giants still at the top with 35 points. Bengaluru are now 8 points behind with the same game played, 15 games each, 3 losses, I mean 4 losses, 3 draws. That is what FC Goa, they are also 1 point behind Bengaluru. FC Jamshedpur were doing so good, but yes, at 24 points at the 4th spot. Northeast, I mean, Ajare, they are playing their player who has been doing those great stunt goals, 15 or 16 goals in this season. But can't he do with those tactics? And at the 5th spot is Northeast. Mumbai is at 6th. And look at that, East Bengal FC at the 11th spot. I mean, that is bit annoying, bit disheartening. If you complain about football like this, the referral decisions, if you complain about football, the aspects which you are not being able to cope up with, then yes, you are going to trail behind the relegations as well. What is in store for that? This season will definitely tell it. But along with that, it is also the Kerala Blasters not doing good, as well as the likes of Odisha, Punjab, and Chennai NFC not doing. But talking about Mohammedan Sporting Club, they had a match today, and let me just take a look at the fixtures of what Mohammedan got. Yes, Mohammedan Sporting Club, just look at it. They got a win against Bengaluru. Oh my god. Just look at it. Mohammedan Sporting Club got a win against Bengaluru FC, and that too at the home of Bangalore. That was huge. It was Kasimov scoring in on the 88th minute. That is a huge boost. Mohammedan is not doing that good in the Indian Super League, but yes, getting a win is a boost because this is the season which they clinched to the first division. And on the other hand, Hyderabad are on the 13th spot. This is all about the ISL table, but in these stats, if we look about it was just in the second half 17 shots of Mohun Bagan Super Giants compared to that of 7 shots by East Bengal, 4 on target, 2 big chances. But yes, Mohun Bagan Super Giants could have scored 2 or 3 more goals had they been more clinical. But yes, it was Molina who was sticking to those defensive aspects most of the times in those late clutch moments in those 80th minutes. It was a different strategy which Molina opted. Might be it worked because it is the win which is counting. And yes, in the lineups, Oscar Bruzon not doing so good with his players, and that resulted in the loss of the Kolkata derby. So yes, it is all about this Kolkata derby which we had, and to talk more about this, we will be making a compiled video of this tomorrow morning. And yes, Mohun Bagan Super Giants winning it big is definitely the talk of the town. We will make the compilation, I mean the video of this match. We will make a compilation of what happened, to be precise. But yes, those tackles from Chakravarti was not good. And Mohun Bagan Super Giants, if you talk about him, they got this victory. But Mohun Bagan Super Giants were not that good in form playing today. It was the likes of McLaren who was doing so good. McLaren was just butter smooth. But Cummings was being man-marked at times. It was Liston Colasso making some presence in the fight. Manveer Singh was bit, I mean, sluggish in his form, but Apuya in the midfield was huge to handle, as well as the presence of Aldred, Ashish Rai, Rodriguez, as well as Subhashish Bose. I mean, the centre backs, the right backs, the left backs, as well as Apuya were so good. Abdul Sahal Samad, he was making those passes, but at times he was missing those clear opportunities. He had to be a bit more clinical into it. But how much do you expect from a player in a game like this? Because it is all up to your nerves to perform. On the other hand, Cummings and McLaren were also good. But on the other hand, from the East Bengal FC, Clayton Silva was the man who was making those sole attempts. Dimitrios Dimitrakos, he is just, complaining every time seeing the referee. He has just changed his mindset, I would say. On the other hand, from the midfield, Chakrabarti and Thanojam were just lacking anything. Vishnu at times was just doing good, as well as Lalthan Sanka was doing also good. Apart from their centre backs, Mahez as well as Yuste, Maher and Yuste is that player, Hector Yuste doing so good, and Gill. These three were the players who were doing good for me from the East Bengal. Apart from that, it is all Mohun Bagan Super Giants winning it big, and the city of Joy Kolkata is just celebrating it, because I can hear the crackers, I can hear the noise which they are making, celebrating it from my gallery. That is all from my side, guys. And yes, before ending this, do give us those like, share, and subscribe. And before we will make the compiled video tomorrow morning sharp at 9 a.m. It will be posted on our YouTube channel, as well as on our Facebook, as well as on the other social media handles. All the links are given in the channel description as well as in the video description. Till then, have a good night, and yes, Mohun Bagan Super Giant, the Mariners, celebrate your weekend in a grand style. Joy Sovoj Mangun, Jai Mohun Bagan. Good night. But no, not good night. We have some upcoming stream on it. We have Bayern against Borussia Mönchengladbach coming up late at night from 10:45 or 11 p.m. IST. We are having that stream upcoming. So stay tuned to it. Bye bye.